Hey Baker Art friends, it's Mrs. Herbay. Um, I just wanted to give you a quick little demonstration on what's happening this week. Many of you finished your tessellation puzzle piece and you have turned it into me at school, and I'm blown away. They are all so super creative and beautiful, and I can't wait for you to see the entire um, piece of art that we are able to make with all of our puzzle pieces. What I didn't realize is that a lot of our friends who are hybrid at school were not able to complete their piece in 1 week. The majority of them did not finish. So I am giving them another week to work on their tessellation puzzle pieces. So if you did not finish yours or turn it in, you have an opportunity to do that. But if you already have and you're anxious to start on something else, if you guys remember from last year, oftentimes I would make line drawings for our early finisher activities, and we would fill those line drawings with different patterns in Sharpie and then color them. So in honor of fall and maybe nuts, I didn't realize that the hybrid learners would take longer than my remote learners. So we have this little fun activity where we can fill the squirrel with patterns. So some of you who are new to the school this year, who I haven't had the opportunity to meet in person, may not know what I'm talking about. So I will demonstrate real quickly how to create patterns within the squirrel, and I hope this is something fun that you can do, and it also gives you some practice with your lines and your shapes. So here we go. So usually what I like to do is I like to find an area, and then I like to start to think about, well, what type of line would I like to use? So for example, maybe if I chose this little area right in here, I'm going to start by making diagonal lines. So I'm just taking my time and I'm drawing diagonal lines with my Sharpie. And this Sharpie is not quite as juicy as I would like. So how about I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back with a better Sharpie. Okay, friends, I'm back and I was able to find another Sharpie. And I also just wanted, as I was looking for my Sharpie, I also wanted to remind you guys that this printout can be found in the packet of materials that was sent home to you last week. So you should find that in your packet of materials. I should have mentioned that before we got started. So back to our pattern making. So I drew some diagonal lines going this way within the tail part. And then maybe just to jazz it up, I'm going to draw diagonal lines that go the other way. Okay. And then maybe I'm going to move on to another area. So maybe there's this part of the tail here. So maybe this time I might just experiment with curved lines. So I'm just making curved lines. This is just something relaxing. You can take your time. So there's that. And then, let me see, I think for this part of the leg, I want to do swirls. And then I would go ahead and keep filling this whole area with swirls. And then maybe I want to also, since I'm doing that with swirls, maybe over here, instead of swirls, I'm going to do circles within circles. And one of the ways we can make patterns more interesting is if you vary the size of the shape that you're using. So I'm doing some small, some large, some medium circles within a circle. And then I have that. And we can take a look at the acorns. And I'm going to think, how might I do the acorn? And maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to do wavy lines that go around like that. And then maybe I'm going to do some vertical lines. And maybe I'm going to do some horizontal, and maybe I'm just going to put some dots here. Like that. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe inside of the squares, I'm going to put and then you're just going to keep going. You'll keep finding areas, and sometimes you can repeat patterns. Like if you wanted to make the same pattern on this acorn as that one, you can. If you want to challenge yourself and see, gosh, how many line patterns or designs I can come up with, you can do that. But I just want you to kind of have fun with this. For example, maybe I'll do some zigzags here. Then I'm going to leave a space. So again, this is just something for you to experiment with, to enjoy, to have fun. And then the nice thing is after you finish drawing the patterns, you can decide how you might like to add color to this. And then maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to do vertical lines. So this should just be something relaxing and enjoyable for you. Okay, so have fun, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.